Good afternoon, folks. I'm Glenn Utterback, and we're here to welcome you to the first annual Ladies and Gents Pool Tournament here in Leisure World Seal Beach. In order to get a good picture of what we're about to embark on, I've asked a few people to come in here and talk. The first guest, I'd like to welcome Doug Dixon. What kind of strategies are best used in the pool tournament?
Well, when you're playing 8-ball, the best procedure, in my opinion, is to make the balls when you have an opening, and when you don't, play safe.
Sounds logical.
And if you have a player that knows anything behind you, then you play safe and let him do the rest of the job.
Oh, but that's not dirty pool.
No,
okay.
Not if you play it correctly.
Doug, is there any talking between partners in a pool tournament?
Well, it depends on how the tournament is set up. Some places yes, some places no. If you're acquainted with your player, you generally do your talking before the game. And if there is a question in regards to how to play, then you generally go to him, but you don't have too much conversation.
Okay, here's a good one, and I've heard this the description before, but what does the word scratch mean?
Well, as far as I know, there's 3 ways to scratch. If you hit your opponent's ball, that's a scratch. Cue ball, or 1 ball up. If you hit your ball and don't hit a rail, that's a scratch. And of course, if you hit the ball and the cue ball goes in the hole, that's a scratch.
Well, I hope you folks understand that. I picked that up pretty good. All right, how many years have you been playing pool, Doug?
Well, since they used to chase batter from one pool hall to the other, 75 years.
75 years. Well, you should know how to play the game and
off and on.
Ins and outs about it.
Right.
I know that there are cue sticks that the company supplies us, but do you have a personal cue?
I do.
What'd that thing cost?
Too much. I paid $1,000 for it. But that doesn't mean that you have to pay that kind of money for a cue stick.
To win?
No.
Okay, good.
You should have a cue stick that you're comfortable playing with.
Thank you, Doug.
And stay with it.
Appreciate your time. Now
let me add to that.
Yep, fire away.
Okay, I knew a fellow that had a cue stick that was made out of ebony.
Ebony, that's that black wood from
That's the black wood
Africa?
that comes from Africa.
Yeah.
He paid $3,000 for it. The butt had ivory half moons inlaid into it. So it all depends on the amount of money you spend as to how much inlay, ivory and whatnot that you get into your cue stick.
But it still takes the person behind it to push it.
That is correct.
Doug, thank you so much. Appreciate your time. And now let's call in Kerry Rothschild. Folks, I'd like you to meet Kerry Rothschild, one of the leading ladies of the pool players group down in our clubhouse number 1. Kerry, where did you learn how to play pool?
Here.
Here? How many years ago was that?
When they first organized, I don't know how many years ago.
How long have you been in Leisure World?
Oh, since it opened.
1962? That's
63.
36
63
years ago.
years. 63.
I'll bet those folks out there would like to see you take a smile at them. All right. And have you played in any tournaments before?
No.
No, this is the first tournament?
Just what we have in our own pool room, you know, just games.
As you probably know, we have both A's and B players. What do you classify yourself as?
I have no idea. Let somebody else do it.
Mrs. President, is she an A or a B?
She's an A.
Hot dogs.
I never played pool before I came here.
Uh-huh. Well, you know, there are cue sticks that are 1-piece and 2-piece. What style do you use?
Looks like it's a two-piece.
It screws out.
I think so.
Oh, yeah.
It's in here someplace. Somebody took it.
That's one of the professional type. Kerry, whisper, how old are you?
96.
96 and you're still playing pool?
I just started.
That's good. I have to give you a lot of credit. Okay, I would like to talk to one of our older pool players next, and if you would, let me give you a hand out of here.
I can make it.
Fred, folks, I'd like you to meet Fred Buehler. He is one of the 10 best players we have here in the men's pool hall. And Fred, how many years have you been playing pool?
Well, I figured it out the other night. I've been playing about 15 years. I've been playing 9 years in here and about 6 years when I was younger, you know, off and on.
Well, you handle that stick pretty darn good. How old are you?
Well, I'm 92.
What?
92.
My gosh, we have more 92-year-old players than you can shake a stick at. It's been said that you're pretty good at bank shots. Now, would you describe what a bank shot is?
Yeah, a bank shot is any time you can hit the object ball off of the cushion and into a pocket. Either 1 cushion, 2 cushion, or 3 cushion.
Do you find that it's just as easy to make a bank shot as it is a straight shot?
No way.
Okay, so that's something that you have to learn with time. Excuse me, go
I
ahead.
used to play strictly bank pool when I was
yeah.
younger.
Oh, I didn't know that they had strictly blank
You
pool.
make 8 balls shooting bank
Oh,
pool.
yeah.
Yeah.
Do you prefer playing pool or snooker?
Oh, either one, it doesn't matter to me. I like both games, and I play them about equal almost.
Mm-hmm. Well, we're going to keep our eye on you and see you in the last group.
I'll probably fall on my face.
No way. Fred, thank you so much for your time. Well, let's call in, oh, go ahead.
He's got another nickname, too.
Oh, what?
Oh.
You have a nickname, Fred? What is that?
Well, scrap iron.
Scrap iron, and that,
That's a nickname.
oh, and you picked that up from your military service?
No, a friend of mine that I used to play golf with gave me that nickname a few years back.
Scrap iron.
Scrap
You know, in
iron.
California, we used to have in the boxing circles the Scrap Iron Johnson. It was
Well-
because he could take a lot of punishment.
I was never a scrap iron Johnson.
Okay, thanks again, Fred. Appreciate it.
Okay.
And, okay, I'd like you all to meet the presidents of the men's club and the women's pool clubs. And they are Fran Barasoff and Dominic Zappia. And I'd like to find out, since this is our inaugural tournament, if possibly you have thoughts of doing other tournaments with the 2 clubs.
Well, I think it's really great. We're for it. There's been a lot of excitement in our club, and I'm sure Dominic's had.
Yes, there's a lot of excitement in the men's, and you know, they always say the girls should wear short skirts and low blouses, you know, but can never tell. But they're all enthused about it, and they really think this is great, and they really want to have another one after this one so far.
Great, great. Since this is going to be a pretty big affair, in my mind anyway, I suspect that we're going to have a lot of visitors. And if it comes to pass that we have more interest in the tournament and we have more players, could you consider a 2-day affair?
I think that'd be great. I think that'd be, if we do have overwhelming people coming in today, I think that'd be a great thing to do, to extend it into another day.
Yeah, I suspect that this is going to take just about all day.
This will probably take until about 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock.
You think so?
I think so.
Well, Dominic and I were discussing a possibility, if this is a success, of having semi-annual tournaments.
That sounds great.
Yeah.
That sounds good. Preceded by a lunch?
Probably, if they cook.
Good. Fran,
Yes.
I want to ask you a question that maybe it's out of line, but do you think that the mothers of today's ladies would frown on their daughters playing pool?
No, I don't believe so. And of course, things have changed so drastically. In my day, the only place you could play pool was in a pool hall. So you really didn't feel that comfortable going in with a pool hall. But now, I had never played till I moved into Leisure World, and we have a wonderful club. We've got some good ladies that play a great game of pool, good sports, and it's been a lot of fun.
Yeah, great. And
if
you
you
have
was-
how many ladies on
We have
in your
45
roster?
members.
45. That's we have what?
189.
That's terrific. There's a lot of interest in this game in Leisure World.
The club here is really great, and they're here every day, and they fill up these pool tables every day.
Yeah, can't beat that.
Well, we're quite limited because we in the ladies' pool room in Clubhouse 1, we only have 2 tables, which limits us. But we keep them pretty active, and then we kind of spill over into the men's room. But we might be able to, as the club grows, get larger quarters.
As you were talking, I was just thinking, I wonder what it would take to knock down that wall between the 2 pool rooms.
Well,
we'll have to talk
I've
to
got a
Mr. Narang on
sledgehammer.
it. Well, thank you so much for your time, and we might just as well get over into the aspect of describing the tournament, and I'll have to call Charlie Scalabrine in for that with his list. Thanks. I'd like to introduce the originator of the tournament board, Mr. Charlie Scalabrine. And Charlie, if you would you describe how you developed the thing? And
all right, yeah, I'll be glad to do it. What we did was we had all the women sign and all the men sign, and they rated themselves A players and B players. And my wife and I took all the A's and laid them in one spot, took all the B's and laid them in another spot. She drew an A player and I drew a B player. And that's how we come with the board here. And I'll explain the board to you, how we went about setting this up.
So logically, the A man and the B woman and a woman with a B man, is that it, Charlie?
Yes, that's right. I'm all tangled up here. Now we took all these names and we put them on the table upside down. And my wife would pick one and I set it up the top up here. Then I'd pick one and set one up here. This is how we come along with the 24 teams. These 3 tables will play the first game. These 3 tables will play the second game. The winners of this outfit goes here. The winner of this game goes here, and they play. And the winner of that goes out here. When we get out here, we will have 3 players. And what we're going to do is give each player a coin and have them flip it. If 2 people flip tails, they're partners, and the person that takes the heads will draw a bye for that game. And we have a consolation board the same way as this, and the losers go to consolation, and you lose 2 games and you're out. You play until you lose 2 games, and that's the way the tournament is. Almost like the NCAA basketball tournament. It's set up the same way. We have some alternate names down here, and these are women, and these are men, alternate names. On the board, we have the women's name on top, and the gentleman's name on the bottom. That's why we call this tournament the Ladies and Gents of 1998.
Charlie, quick question.
Yes.
Do you have any referees governing the play?
We have a referee at each table, and if there's an argument, if there's still an argument after the referee makes his decision, I'll make the final decision on that game.
Oh.
So we have to have somebody to make up the final decision if there's a big argument. But we haven't had an argument in the last 4 tournaments.
How many hours do you think this tournament will take?
Anywhere from 3.5 hours, I say we should have it done. 3.5 to 4 hours if the players move along and we get the game started on time. And what we'll do is we'll call the names out for the next 3 tables while these are playing. So they'll know they're next in line to play. That way we can keep the tournament moving.
And what do the winners get?
Well, the winners will get $25 apiece. The runner up to these will get $15 apiece, and the 3rd place winner gets $8 apiece. The ladies paid $1 to be in the tournament. The men paid $1 to be in the tournament, and the tool club matched that money to come to $96. And so we're going to give them all for the first 3 places.
Good. And the winners' names will be placed on a plaque or something?
The winner's name will be placed on a plaque and put in the pool room, and if the ladies want one, we'll get one for them.
Is there a plaque in there now?
There's a
previous
plaque in there
tournaments?
with the previous winners.
Well, then possibly Mr.
Yes.
Hal will take a shot of that, and
Yes.
we'll show the audience.
We have, like I say, 3 judges and 1 gentleman to call the people to the tables, and I will take care of the board.
I was figured it was a scratch.
Would you quiet down a little bit? It's too much noise, the players are saying. So keep it quiet.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
They got corners like we do.
Same corner. Leah Baker, Lee Caldwell, table number 1. Please
Hurry up, she doesn't want to wait that long.
hurry up, Michael.
It's rough being famous, Kerry. It's rough being famous. Yeah. Smile, we're
Giles, and Joe Smigel. This is for the championship. Please keep quiet now. no rail.
That's no rail.
Hasn't been there all day. Any longer. Sure did. Jules. They don't know this phone. Leaving. I heard you. Take place.
Kick you ball through.
Cue ball or the hockey ball, that's the rail. At the time.
Could they wave that down? We wave that.
Joe's got a worm in his chest.
All day. That's where you move the rest.
Dave Silva.
Oh, yes.
Your shot. Oh, mine? Me? I want him to shoot.
I wonder why.
Yes, that was easy.
I thought that was good.
No, shoot your 6. Why not make the 8? Good thing to do.
Hit the side route.
Pretty good.
It was close. It was close.
I don't think so. Well, we'll see. ceiling needs to be.
There's a box. And they do this, you know, check on them. Get the bridge.
Who said that?
She will.
Good shot, beautiful. 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 You know what to do, you got it right.
Ben got behind the phone.
Got it. Very good. Okay. And you get here. Okay.
We don't get into this right now.
Just the first, not you, Joe.
Not yet.
Not yet. Oh, okay. This is,
Out of there, Joe.
this is Edna Sharp and Dave Silva. They won the championship in the lady and gentlemen's pool tournament. Congratulations. $25 each and a trophy.
Thank you, Bob.
Congratulations.
Thank you, thank you,
Congratulations.
thank you.
You did a good job.
I guess you know we love.
Will you want to take a camera picture? Got it. Please? You got it? Okay. Let me have Joe's Smigel and Helen Giles. Giles. Sorry.
Third place winners went home.
John.
Third place winners went home.
I'm here.
Huh?
You're here, what's your partner?
He had to go.
Oh, okay.
Okay, you can
That's me. Step out.
Gotta get the names here. That's Giles. Okay, these are the second place winners, Joe Smigel and Helen Giles. Each get $15 apiece and a trophy. Congratulations. A wonderful job. Thank you very much.
Okay. Third place winner's not here.
They're not here. Now the third place winners were Jane Biggis and Donald Simpson. Donald Simpson's had to leave, so she's going to take all her money and take it and spend it.
Right.
Congratulations. Did a wonderful job.
All right.
No, we're not playing.
It's just a big ball.